right.
Jeff Iafrady. October 17th.
You have a date?
October 17th,
Wow.
2021. The Detroit Lions, or excuse me, yes, it was October 17th. The Lions were struggling. The Anthony Lynn decision had recently been made. Dan Campbell takes over. The team struggles for a few weeks. And what happens towards the end of October? Right around the time the Michigan State game happens. We start to hear Ben Johnson.
You heard a little bit of
it was pushed to the side. It was Ben Johnson.
Yeah.
Dan Campbell's got this. No, bitch. Ben Johnson has got this. And we sat up here. It was not September, excuse me. It was November 4th. We sat up here and said Ben Johnson should be the offensive coordinator for the Detroit Lions at the end of the season.
Right.
And that was a non-story. Nobody was reporting on it. Nobody wanted it to happen. And you want to take something out of LeVar Ball's book of life, speak it into existence? It's exactly what happened. Welcome to the Ben Johnson Show, Jeff.
Oh, it feels great. It really does. And there's always something. We had this discussion, too, at the time last year. This is where the league's heading. And a guy like Ben Johnson, who, I listen, there's an iconic clip. I still have it saved that was posted on Woodward Sports on the Instagram, me rambling about Ben Johnson. And I watched it back the other day, actually, just because I wanted to see my mindset during that time. And it's the same one I have now. The one thing I talked about, too, is look how much the players love him and give him credit. At the time, Amon-Ra St. Brown, I think we were right around the middle of the season, early in the season. They just won a game. Or, no, they were still winless, excuse me. And Amon-Ra had a touchdown. But Amon-Ra gave credit for that touchdown to Ben Johnson. And that's what we brought up on the show. I'm like, listen, he gave credit to Ben Johnson for that touchdown. Brock Wright had a touchdown. Gave credit to Ben Johnson for drawing that play up. And now it's all making sense because you watch Hard Knocks last night. You see Amon-Ra score a touchdown in practice. What'd he say? Ben Johnson, you're a genius. Giving credit to Ben Johnson because, listen, Ben's been around for a while. I mean, he's worked with Dan. He was with Matt Patricia in that regime. But now being promoted to the OC, that's all it takes. I think Ben Johnson's always had it in him, but he just needed an opportunity. And now he has it this year to go do it. And it's a big year for him. I think they're going to have a great year as an offense. And I think people are going to start paying attention to Ben Johnson. He's going to be a hot commodity. And other than what we think of him, don't listen to us. No. Don't listen to the morning show. Listen to Zach Taylor. Because Zach Taylor tried to hire him to bring him out of the Cincinnati Bengals after losing the Super Bowl. Because that's what you do as a head coach when you lose the Super Bowl. You want to get better. You want to get smarter. You want to bring smart guys in that know football. Try to get Ben Johnson in. Didn't work. For years, he's been trying to get Ben Johnson in. Didn't work. So it's not just Lions fans drinking the Kool-Aid. This is a national thing. People, and coaches specifically, they notice. And they know coaches. It's much more than we know coaches. And we talk about Ben, but really, Adam, this guy, and I don't know if it'll be this year, because Aaron Glenn, in my opinion, is more deserving because he's been a defensive coordinator longer. But Ben Johnson is going to be rising up the ranks. And you're going to have to make a decision very, very soon. Maybe not very soon, but in the near future. Because when you have a guy that could get hired away to be a head coach somewhere else, maybe Deuce Staley gets promoted, you're going to have to think to yourself, did we let a good one get away? Did we let that guy get away? Because I love Dan Campbell. I really do. I think he's a great leader, leader of men. Players love him. Players play hard for him. But the last thing you want, Adam, is to be looking across to another team and you see Ben Johnson as the head coach and they're winning football games. And you think to yourself, like the Washington Redskins Commanders at the time did, damn, we had Matt LaFleur, Sean McVay, and Kyle Shanahan all under our organization. And as the Lions, you have a couple of those guys under Dan Campbell. We'll see what happens. I'm very intrigued for the future. I really am.
Future's bright. What I would say is I don't see them walking away after this year, and I'll tell you why. And I was hosting a Twitter space last night, and this exact conversation came up.
Mm-hmm.
And my answer was simple. If I'm Aaron Glenn, and in this case, Ben Johnson.
Right.
Jeff, would I take the Houston job if it was offered to me?
That's a tough one.
I would say no.
Yeah, no. That's a tough situation.
And so where I'm getting at with this, the jobs will be there. if they do their jobs, if they improve the defense, if Ben Johnson improves the offense, if he sparks a resurgence in Jared Goff, he's going to garner a lot of respect around the league. And he can stay in an offensive coordinator position for a year, 2, 3 years, and take a job that he believes is worth taking in the future. You think Mike McDaniels leaves the San Francisco 49ers if it didn't mean he was going to a Miami Dolphins team with a pretty damn good roster, a damn good defense, a young quarterback that he could work with in Tua Tagovailoa, Jalen Waddle, Mike Gesicki? They spent money on the offensive line. They traded for Tyreek Hill. He doesn't take that job.
Yeah.
Ben Johnson, in my opinion, will have the league at his feet in a few years. All I hope for is that if it's not working with Dan Campbell for any reason,
better make a decision.
You make that decision. Do not pull the Jay Gruden, Matt LaFleur, Kyle Shanahan, Sean McVay scenario on us. Please.
And they had Kevin O'Connell at the time.
And Kevin O'Connell.
As a quarterback coach.
Quarterback's coach, exactly.
Like, think about that. How much talent they had.
Don't let it leave your building unless, again, if you're having success. We see this all the time. McVay's able to compensate for losing all of his staff. So is Kyle Shanahan.
Because he is the system.
But not only he is the system, he can coach, man. And if Dan Campbell can coach, I'm okay with losing Ben Johnson.
Right.
Because if he's good enough to help Ben and promote Ben and keep getting people in the door, all right, fine, keep it going. That's what the good coaches do. But there is that worry of, do you keep him 1 year too long if it's not working? We'll see. I don't want to speak things into existence that are a bit negative. All I'm trying to get at this morning is, let's not forget what you have in the building. I was very upset that there were reports coming out that they were even considering interviewing anybody outside of Ben Johnson. That was always the play. I'm glad they made that decision. That was the right thing to do. One decision at a time. And so far they're making, I wouldn't say not only they're stacking quality decision after quality decision after quality decision. So thrilled this morning. Happy with Ben Johnson's development. Happy with where the offense is going. Jeff, they're going to finish... They're going to be one of the 20 or even top 18 offenses in the NFL this year. They won't be bottom of the league. Yeah. They won't be bottom on defense. I think they're going to improve. And that points to the win record I've been giving them the whole time.
And by the way, I just want to address some things in the chat right now, too. I know people are talking about this is one of the most pull the cart before the horse conversations I've ever heard.
Shut the fuck up. How about that?
This is simply us giving credit to what we have as OC. I'm not saying, we're not going to say Dan's going to get fired this year, but you have to have at least a conversation hypothetically.
I got this, bud.
You really do.
I got you.
You really do.
All right. First of all, Jeff Iafrate was the first individual to bring up Ben Johnson. Nobody knew about Ben Johnson before Jeff Iafrate. Number one. Number two, when you have somebody in the building that is like Ben Johnson, hence, you want to go to the old Redskin example, where it was Jay Gruden at head coach, Sean McVay, Kyle Shanahan, Kevin O'Connell, Matt LaFleur, all on the staff, and you fail to recognize the talent you have in the building. Have the Lions made that mistake? No, they didn't.
No.
They saw what was being spoken. They saw him on a day-to-day basis. And they believed he could be the OC. And so far, he has done everything and more. And it isn't that he's just lighting up the Lions defense in camp, lighting up the Falcons offense, lighting up the Colts during joint practice, lighting up the Colts. Well, technically not the Colts because Goff didn't play, but still. The sample sizes you have seen, Jared Goff looks phenomenal. St. Brown, unguardable. Chark looks good. Stop the nonsense. There's no pulling the cart. What this simply means is, for the first time, instead of having Jim Bob Cooter, or what the fuck was his name, that dumbass that won a game for the Lions, and everybody said, he should be the head coach after
Darryl Bevell?
Yeah, Darryl Bevell.
Fuck you guys, you dumb fucks.
Listen, I can't
Sorry,
even
Jeff.
talk.
I just don't like... Got to defend my boy this morning.
No, listen, I appreciate that. And people saying either the Ben Johnson talk or even us not. I love Aaron Glenn and Ben Johnson. Both those guys are going to be head coaches. So we can talk about our OCs without dissing Dan Campbell. That's just a fact.
Hey, dumbasses,
I mean, come on.
the same way.
The
same way you can say, oh, well, it's just on the practice field. He hasn't proven anything to make you say that. Well, he also hasn't proven anything for you to doubt
Yeah,
what Jeff is saying.
that's true.
So do me a favor. Shut the hell up. Thank you so much. Good morning, everybody. Hope you're
You're
having a good
welcome,
morning
Adam.
so far. How are you doing, Fish?
Doing good?
I love it, man.
Oh,
I love
God.
it. How can you not be excited about the
Oh,
future?
God. You know
man?
what's funny?
How can you not?
You know what's funny? It's the very same people that when years ago you tell them that, hey, Matt LaFleur's a rising coach in the NFL, or hey, Sean McVay's gonna hit when he goes to the Rams. It's those same people that say, well, he hasn't proven anything.
The youngest head coach
You
in
just-
history.
Guys, look where the league is going.
Yeah.
That's all I'm asking you to do this morning. That's all Jeff is asking. Look at where the league is going. Go look where the successful coaches are. Go see what they're good at. Ben Johnson is what a successful head coach and OC looks like in the NFL today.
That's true.
He plays the part right now. He's checking all the boxes. And when the season starts, you'll see why. And there will be no doubts 3, 4, 5, 6 weeks into the season.